The enemy has emerged from the castle and has formed defensive ranks.
Why would they come out? It is the height of idiocy. Sure, you must act as a decoy and attack from the south. Zhao, once the enemy reacts to Shi's attack, you must strike from the rear. This man, he rebels against Wei and strikes out on his own. And yet he is nothing but a mere fool! This battle is an insult to us all. End it! Tell me, son, what do you think of the one known as Gonsun Yuan?
He is nothing more than a mere fool. This battle is as good as won. However, I have a feeling that it will not be long before chaos rises again. Wu has united around Sun Quan. However, Wei and Wu have lost many of their heroes and have been weakened for some time. The balance of power has shifted. It is only a matter of time before someone fans the flames of rebellion.
Very perceptive, my son. Indeed, this world has taken a decisive change for the worse. Let's go. I wish to bring a quick end to this battle. Sure, we will attack from the south, as we discussed. That ought to draw the enemy's attention. Zhao, you will set up camp to the east. Once the enemy's defense is thin, you are to strike.
Father, what's the point of this battle? Frankly, this guy doesn't seem worth the effort.
Sometimes you have to fight battles that are dull, my son. Responsibility demands it.
Fight me now, for glory! Stand firm! Prepare to be exterminated. I must retreat. This is not the end.
The mind shall vanquish the sword. Once we reach our initial goal, halt the advance. From there, we will draw the enemy out.
This battle's a real waste of time. We could beat these guys in our sleep. Looks like those cowards have run for the hills!
Father, what's the matter? I realize our enemy today is hardly worthy of attention.
I was just remembering the times I fought Zhuge Liang. Back when I had opponents I needed to think to beat.
I bring news. An enemy unit is on the move.
And just like that, they break down their defenses. Keep drawing the enemy south.
Out here all alone? I welcome such carelessness in the ranks of my enemies.
I really hate it when they do that.
Be gone! Time to put this position to use in realizing my strategies.
retreat! This is not the end!
The mind shall vanquish the sword.
A true warrior indeed. You will carry our honor across the land. Fight me now, for glory! Go! What a disaster! I have no excuse for troubling you with this rabble. I must retreat. This is not the end.
The mind shall vanquish the sword.
A true warrior indeed. You will carry our honor across the land. You're out here all alone? I welcome such carelessness in the ranks of my enemies.
Prepare to be exterminated.
I must yield. Forgive me, but I cannot go any further.
Okay, time to retreat.
The enemy!
Our enemy is not of sufficient strength to justify any strategy. All forces, charge!
More enemy units are moving south.
Only an idiot would isolate himself on the battlefield.
There is no escape.
Prepare to die.
Prepare to be exterminated.
To retreat is not necessarily to lose.
The mind shall vanquish the sword. Time to put this position
Be gone. You believe your wits are a match for mine? I cannot die. Not with so much left to do.
The mind shall vanquish the sword.
You have allowed your pride to overcome your senses. One person cannot decide a battle. You will learn to regret this moment.
The mind shall vanquish the sword.
One step back, and we are all doomed. Defend this position with your life.
Be gone from my sight.
I must retreat. This is not the end.
The mind shall vanquish the sword.
There is no escape.
You have proven yourself a raving beast. Now I shall cage you.
Prepare to be exterminated.
To retreat is
have necessarily to lose. There is no escape.
Can't believe it. I've never met someone so strong. The mind shall vanquish the sword.
Even with my knowledge, I could not best you.
Time to put this position to use in realizing my strategies.
Prepare to be exterminated.
I have survived until now through this chaos.
There is no escape.
You shall not defeat me so easily.
Be gone from my sight.
Exterminated. No matter what. Prepare to be exterminated.
Please, have mercy. I surrender.
The fact that you instigated a revolt is not such a great crime. Your greatest crime was having the temerity to think you had the talent to do so. You, who were unaware of your own mediocrity. Die.
Curse you!
What a miserable world this is, where we are forced to watch while idiots erupt in hysterics. Meanwhile, my own talents are destined to be wasted.
The cunning of Sima Yi managed to eliminate Gonsun Yuan. Not knowing the limits of his strength, he had turned his back on Wei and declared himself the king of Yan. Unable to control his anger towards this fool, Sima Yi was reminded of another man. The unparalleled tactician that had fallen at the Wujiang Plains, Zhuge Liang. Once his star had faded, the land had changed dramatically. Within Wei, Cao Rui succeeded Cao Pi as emperor and began a rule of greed and opulence. While within Wu, they watched the struggle between Wei and Shu as they stabilized their own country and strengthened their defenses. Meanwhile, determined to rebuild its strength, Shu remained quiet as it recovered. It was then that Cao Rui of Wei died and was replaced by the young Cao Feng. Supporting Cao Feng were the Wei general Cao Shuang and none other than Sima Yi. However, Sima Yi willingly gave up his authority and decided to retire instead. For he felt that dividing power between two people would only lead to chaos within the government. In addition, with Zhuge Liang gone, there were none who could match his intellect. Realizing this fact during his battle against Gonsun Yuan, he later disappeared from the public eye. And so, as the lone authority of Wei, Cao Shuang moved to attack Shu in the hope of returning Wei to its former glory. Sima Yi refused to participate in this battle and dispatched his son, Sima Zhao, in his stead. It was a sign of how much he missed having a worthy opponent.
can place ambush troops here. But that means these supplies.
It's a little dark for map reading, isn't it? Who are you again?
My name is Dung Ai, my lord. I have had the honor of speaking with your father on several occasions.
Is that right?
I have something I wish to discuss with you, my lord.
What is it you want to say?
Forgive me, but would you be willing to speak to our lord on my behalf? We have been short on provisions since our last campaign. Our first order of business should be to find some nice, fertile land. The enemy is clearly reading our every move. We should prepare for a surprise attack.
I suppose you already mentioned this to him and he ignored you. Well, he's not much of a listener. Even if it's coming from me, he's just going to say the same thing.
Perhaps, but you're the only chance I've got.
How do I always get myself caught up in these things?